EA Sports coverage of the NFL playoffs brings us to chilly, but of course sold-out Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City. Tonight, it's the AFC's turn to take center stage as we've got a wild card matchup on tap between the Las Vegas Raiders and the Kansas City Chiefs. It's that most wonderful time of the year, the NFL playoffs, as we're underway on EA Sports. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Plays a run with Nwangu. And that's not the start that he was looking for, as he's going to be met and dropped behind the line. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
I think we got to give it up for him right there. That's a heck of an athletic move for a big man right in the middle of the line. How about the play he makes there? Nowhere to run, and he finishes that one off for a loss.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. They'll go right back to Nwangu. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Immediate gain of a yard that time. And from the spot, actually, no gain. So 3rd and 1. Well, going to sniff the line defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
3 and out, a real danger here on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 12. Howell throwing on 3rd down here. That's caught. He finds Danny Gray. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of first as the tackle is made at the 33. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for 4th down. On 4th down, Ryan Stonehouse on to punt. Fair catch called for and made right at the 25-yard line. Yeah, call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete.
Nice job there forcing that incompletion. This is going to be a fun battle throughout this game. Watching him try to take away that area of the field.
They'll bring one of the tight ends in motion left. First carry here for Ken Walker. And he's got some space here. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first.
Good running right there. And this is a man who's a 1,000-yard rusher in the regular season, so you know he's going to get his chances. And he picks up nice yardage on that one.
3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. That's complete. It's Collins. And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
Hold on a second. Was that the fullback? That was the fullback. Who says that the slot receivers are the only guys who can catch the football and get big yardage after the catch? Really nice job there. Showing good hands and an ability to get upfield.
Walker now on 1st and 10. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And a good job by the Raider defense yet again as they drop him for a 2nd straight loss. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
When you're lateral to the line of scrimmage, linebackers keep those shoulders square so they can go up and down. But when it's time to go, turn your shoulders just like a running back. Get through the line and hit the runner in the backfield.
And this one is incomplete.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple of big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
And this one will not get there. It's off to the left anyway. It's no good, and this will remain a scoreless game.
I don't care who you are. 60 yards is a very ambitious attempt. Hard to make even in practice in the best of conditions. And now, worst of all, you give the other guys the ball to start their drive at midfield.
And some room to work. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A big hitter there, a 1st down gain of 26 yards.
I know that play went to the left side, and that's what it was designed to do, an outside handoff there. But how about the whole offensive line being involved? Seal the left side where the play was going, where they call play side. But how about on the back side? Just taking care of business to make sure no one can get there and disrupt it.
Is the biggest key the left tackle?
Without a doubt. Control that edge. Get out there. You want that left tackle. If you bring your tight end over there, either way, control the edge of the line of scrimmage. You got a chance to rumble.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
And that's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown. From 13 yards out. And the Raiders will strike first here in this wild card matchup. The point after, no gimme in the snow, but it's up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they were in field goal range last time out but couldn't connect.
And it's early in the game, so I don't think that the confidence just goes entirely out of, running your kicker back out there. But let's face it, some coaches have a little bit less patience for that than others. Let's see if they call.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Jalen Petrie picks it off, and the Raiders will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. And that was one I kind of saw coming, Charles. You had a free safety just hanging back there over the middle, waiting, and he saw that ball go in the air, and he jumped on it.
And I don't know why the quarterback didn't see that. That was just your standard cover 3, which means a free safety in the middle of the field, the 2 corners, and they divide the field in thirds. But when you have a free safety with range, like a good center fielder, he can go from side to side and make plays on the football as he did there.
To throw again on 2nd down. Howard. That's complete left side to Gray. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. 22 yards there, a 1st down.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. Had a little arc on it.
And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Tyreek Hill, 30 yards. And the Raiders lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now 14-0. On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
They run the option here on 1st and 10. Justin Reed, the safety, made the tackle.
I think that's the type of run we'll continue to see throughout this game. The snow coming down, I don't expect a lot of big plays to be broken.
From just shy of midfield, Mahomes. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. He delivers another to Goedert, complete. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. Out to the left there and complete to the tight end, Goedert. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. So they get their tight end away from the line to the outside, and he works his way in for 6.
Tight ends are not just blockers anymore. I don't know how many more times we need examples, but here's a great one. Gets to the outside, they give him the ball pretty quickly, and they trust him to get those extra yards, and boy, did he come through, bowling his way into the end zone after the nice catch.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him, because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
A good gain on first. Has him set up with 2nd and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Looking for Gray and finding him once again. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. He's up over 50 yards receiving now in this first half. It's a 1st down.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Now a throw downfield is taken in by his running back. And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
I have to tell you, Brandon, I feel like a coach right now, because I'm wondering why the angle route continues to be so effective when, as an inside linebacker, you're always taught, don't let someone cross your face. If they want to go outside, it's okay. But they make that outside fake cut.
And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Well, they've done a pretty good job keeping him in check to that point, but he finally breaks off a nice run here and gets into the end zone.
And it just takes one, doesn't it, partner? That can undo a lot of good work that a defense has done to that point. You break off one right there, and everything suddenly looks bad for you.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. Man open, that's Marquez Valdez-Scantling. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they convert on 3rd and 3 with a nice gain of 7 yards.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
And they're right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. Yeah, maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line. Mahomes now on first down. And Walker has it. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
These guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 53 yards rushing for him in his first half as he has certainly carried over his regular season success into the playoffs.
How about that there? No frills, no additives, right? Nothing crazy. Just find a way to pick up the first down. A nice run right there.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Walker will take this one in. It's a Chiefs touchdown. He finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL, a complete back. 3 down, stay on the field, run it, and catch it. And he gets it done.
Now they send the tight end in motion left. And this is going to be intercepted. It's Bubba Bolden who picks it. Well, that was almost a 4-point swing. The interception, if he had returned it all the way, would have been 2 for them, but just a little bit shy.
And when it's a play like that, you're exactly right with the math. But don't you feel like it would have counted for more if they found their way all the way back to the end zone and gotten the 2? That changes the whole momentum, doesn't it?
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side just score. But and he fires one that's intercepted. Trent McDuffie with a pick. And the Chiefs are going to take possession of the football. Well, he's certainly not been afraid to take some chances downfield. Now, look, it's paid off for him a couple of times. That time, not so fortunate.
And that's where I want to start, what you said. It's paid off a couple of times. So his aggressiveness has been good for his offense for the most part. So he throws an interception there. No one likes that, but I would not rein him back in. The return on investment thus far has been pretty good. 2 touchdowns to 1 interception.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Mahomes going to throw. And his throw here is going to be incomplete.
A good job in coverage there. They took away his top read on the play, so he went through his progressions and ended up settling on his running back who scored on their last possession, but the coverage held. It goes incomplete.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. complete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. And he's got his man. It's the tight end Goddard. And they'll work this down inside the 30.
Brandon, I have one word for you after that completion for a first down.
Lucky?
Analytics.
Well, the analytics say they punt the football there.
So we're changing to analytics as we go, right? What a big-time play for them. And really took a big-time chance.
Yeah, big-time first half chance. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Working from the gun, Mahomes. He finds his man, complete. It's Walker. And he's brought down, but not before a gain of 13, down to the 13. 1st and 10 in the red zone.
We often talk about understanding the playbook, understanding progressions, and understanding what the defense is doing. We saw all of that on that play. Great recognition and understood where his running back was going to be. Found a way to have him leak out underneath, hit him with the football, and they picked up the first down.
Ball on the 8. It's 2nd and 4.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game.
And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Kenneth Walker as the first half is winding down. And the Chiefs are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. And again, it's no good. A few boo birds coming out as he's missed his 2nd extra point here in the first half. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And I think the Chiefs have it. They do. So how about this for a turn of events? They cut the lead with a touchdown, and then on the ensuing kickoff, get the football right back.
And what a swing in a short amount of time because the momentum was totally against them. Now it's all in their favor. They've got a chance to go into the lead if they get the ball to the end zone.
He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1.
Brandon, you know, this is going to be discussed because this is the fear of all the backs when they run this type of a route. They've got to find the football, and sometimes they don't see the defender. And in this case, he took a pretty good shot for his efforts, but give him credit, able to hold on to the football.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. On 2nd down, it's Walker. And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. This is a big play in this wild card matchup, facing 3rd and goal. And he is in. Touchdown, Kansas City. Patrick Mahomes in the final seconds of the first half. And the Chiefs have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and that will make this a 4-point game. So not much time to work with here. 9 seconds remain in the half as this one is away. Taken at the goal line. Now a hit and a loose football. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. So we're at halftime of this AFC wildcard matchup as we'll head down to Orlando. That's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. Both teams try to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And they're in the position they expected to be in. They've got the lead, home crowd behind them, and they're looking toward making that next step in these playoffs.
And I think a key for them is to put together some good, long, extended drives. Work the run in a little more with that big offensive line. I'm not saying get away from throwing the football. That's still working. But if they run it more effectively, they may get even bigger plays in the passing game.
Looking to throw again on second down. Mahomes, open target here, Darius Slayton. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. On the counter, it's Walker. He'll get this to about the 38.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
And the slot man goes in motion left. From the 38, Mahomes. Setting up the screen here. This is Walker. Nothing on the screen that time. Now it's 3rd down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Mahomes now to throw. Got a man, Slayton. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Now to the ground. Here's Walker. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body boys guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
Sticking with Walker on second down. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. Now Mahomes. Throw out wide to Walker. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to convert on 3rd and short yardage with a gain of 4.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going.
Throwing on first down is Mahomes. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
Out of the gun, Walker with it. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
The kick by Gold is good, and that'll make this a 7-point game. Well, looking at it from a defensive perspective, that keeps the deficit very, very manageable. And all things considered, not a bad job on the defensive side.
I would say that you've pointed out something pretty good right there, and that is you actually have both sides happy with that exchange. You know, happy in quotes, of course. One team, hey, we've kept it within range. The other side saying, hey, we put points on the board and did stretch out the lead. Let's see how this one turns out.
Yeah, still bottom line, though, 3 points for the opening drive of the third quarter. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same because you know they want to come out, establish a rhythm in the second half, and get going. Make no mistake about it, though. Kicking field goals, not in their game plan. They need to get the ball in the end zone.
Back to throw, Howell.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
The defender certainly didn't forget about him leaking out the backfield. There's a guy ready and waiting to pick him up in coverage. And that ball had no shot.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down.
And Howell will throw it.
Over the middle, and he's got Gray. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards to play.
That was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
And they go backwards here. Losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
Well, plays like that, Charles, no doubt, they're just going to continue to fuel this crowd.
And this defense is already playing well, but it also feeds on the energy of that crowd that you're talking about, and that takes them up to another level. Right now, they're playing really loose. They've got the lead, and what a nice stop they just made there.
A 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up, because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And they stop him up short of the 1st down as they get him at about the 43. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll bring up 4th down.
Fourth down, Howell.
Over the middle, complete. It's Gray.
And he is going to have a Raiders 1st down as they wind up with a gain of 11 there on 4th down.
11 yards for number 11. 1 quarter remains for the right to survive round 1 here in the AFC.
This is the National Football League on EA Sports. A new lease on life after the 4th down conversion. Here's 1st and 10. Straight ahead, here's Nwangu.
And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
It's not easy playing the corner, is it? A lot of times you got to defend against the pass, but sometimes you have to play against the run. How about the job he did there, crashing inside to make that tackle for a loss?
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Here's Hal to throw on 2nd down. And he's taken down. A cheap sack. Dietrich Wise Jr. in there, Barrier for a loss of 11.
All about the offense so far this drive, putting something sustained together. But the defense, they responded on that play. Second and manageable became 3rd and long. The drive marching to the end zone is one play from stalling out.
They'll get this to the wrong dude. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
Brandon, it certainly looked like they had that play defended well, but it still almost worked. Got it to the running back. He wound up getting really good yardage out of it. But it was 3rd and long, and they were able to rally and stop it before he could get to the marker.
And he put enough leg into it, but it's well off to the right and no good. And this will stay at a 7-point game.
Now, this was a clear dance attempt, right? I'd say this is well within his range. I feel very confident about this kick, but let's be honest about it. In these elements, the difficulty level gets ratcheted up by at least a factor of 5.
Here's Walker to start the drive.
And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47.
I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, that looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carrying around the training facility for an entire week.
Maybe flashback to high school or college, carrying it around campus, right?
The old gauntlet drill, right? Anyone get the ball out while he's sitting in class and bring it back to the coach? He's in big trouble.
And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. 5 yards on 1st down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on 2nd. The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 4. To throw, it's Mahomes. He finds his man, complete. That's Walker. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 21 yards there on 3rd down.
And that certainly appears to be a critical conversion right there, because not only do they keep the drive going, they take valuable time off the clock as well. They have to feel really good about that last completion.
Option play, and they'll give to Walker.
And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone.
93 yards rushing for him now, as he has been tremendous all day long.
Now that was an excellent run, and when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job, and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block, but the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
They'll bring the tight end in motion right here.
Sticking with Walker on 2nd down.
And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
I like that run right there, partner. Not the flashiest run, not the one that's going to break for big yardage, but he understands the situation, and taking care of the football, paramount, and he got it done.
Nursing that slim lead, you're exactly right. Hold on to that ball.
Toss left side for Walker.
And he is going to lose yardage here. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter.
You want to talk about the proverbial deer in the headlights? That's exactly what he was when he got the ball. Went to hit a lane and get upfield, and all he saw, extra defenders bearing down on him. Perfect time to dial up the blitz. An excellent call.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Mahomes. It is intercepted at the goal line.
Derek Stingley picks it, and the Raiders are right back in this football game.
A critical error there in a tight game in the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter,
turning it over. Now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the fourth quarter with a lead, no matter what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. He'll check that down to Nwangu out of the backfield. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Powell's throw caught by his receiver, Hill. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10.
Powell to the air on 1st and 10. And he is going to be taken down. They got him. As that is going to take us to the 2-minute warning. That time, multiple defenders getting pressure, and it's a loss of 6.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Another try after the 1st down sack. Powell. He's got his man on the crossing route.
And they'll work this down inside the 30. Charles, what a rookie season he had catching the football over 1,000 yards on the year. And he comes through there with a nice grab.
And we've seen wide receivers in recent years come in and have big years right away. And you think about Justin Jefferson in 2020, 1,400 yards and huge impact on his team and on the league. This guy, he's following his footsteps as an impact guy here in year 1.
A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. Oh no, he lost the football, and it's picked up by the Chiefs. Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. And he'll bring this all the way up to the 45-yard line. And they were hoping to get down there, get the score, and get this thing into overtime. How deflating.
Absolutely. I mean, let's face it, heartbreaking. They had an opportunity, had a chance, and probably were feeling pretty good about what was going on, and that was taken away from them by their own mistake.
Yep, the opportunity squashed. Second and 12, and you'd have to assume another all-out effort to stop the run is coming.
And Mahomes going to keep it himself.
And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Back to throw, Mahomes. He's got Dallas Goedert, his tight end, over the middle.
And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
They go down to a knee, and that will do it. They are moving on here in the playoffs. And that knee will do it. Can't stop the clock defensively, so they protected their home field, got the victory in the wild card round.
And rewarded their home crowd. They came out in force for this one, really supported them throughout the year, and boy, they were something special in this one. And maybe it's their last home game, and if so, they sent them out with a great visual, didn't they?
They said beginning of the season they wanted to get past the wild card round. Well, they just got past the wild card round.
How about that, being able to put the big check marks out